We're having a good ass day. Um, I'm happy to be in Vancouver. I'm happy to be back around family, closer to my mom. The way things are looking like, I'm about to be going to. Yo, bro. I'm filming a video journal note, man. I'm talking over here deep shit, y'all. Interrupt my thoughts. Yo, what's up, bro? What's going on? Yeah. But nah, I was saying, I'm enjoying my day. I'm happy to be here. And the way things are looking, it's looking like I'm going back to Winnipeg or something. Mom, I can't wait to see you. And shit. Yeah. We just documenting life. Going about it chasing dreams. This shit's for the ones that never stop, man. No kizzy. I'm happy I didn't stop. I'm happy.
That's some of the little things I was saying.
Yeah. I'm happy I didn't stop. This shit worked, man. This shit worked.
Play a little joy friend?
Yeah.
Maybe a dog fight?
Connect, cause I only have our loop.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Play that. Yeah, but as I was saying, y'all can see, I'm happy to be out here. And tonight's about to be cool. Yesterday was fire. I just touched down in, man, last night I forgot my suitcase at the airport. We got pulled over by the police same night. Shit, something always happens. I'm all over the place with all that I'm saying right now, but all this shit's all over the place. Life's crazy. Life's crazy. Life's crazy, man. Life's just crazy.
Free DMT. Oh, that.
Yeah. It's gonna be a movie. This show looks beautiful. Yeah. But, as I was saying, I'm back and I'm going crazy. And I'm about to be on tour. Too. No kissing. Yeah. Shout out Rama. Yeah. I gotta start vlogging for real.
There's like a puddle right there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Got a ring on. I lost my other favorite ring, my rainbow ring.
For the end?
Yeah. Yo, this is fire. Like, everything about this right now is fire.
Long-awaited episode. We are here with
David Akello.
Hey. And man, for those who don't know, you gotta introduce yourself. What do you do?
What I do, I'd say quite a bit. Like, I shoot videos, I shoot visuals, photos, freaking I help my friends out with just like music opinions and all that. I'm just me.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just me. I do a lot. I also run like a collective called Individual, like where we like shed light on artists and just vlog shows and a whole lot. It's all over the place.
Man, definitely doing work with Individual. I've been seeing lots of stuff on the gram. Very cool.
Alright, thank you.
It's tradition around here. We always take it way back, starting off, and just let the people know like where you're from, like where you were born and where you grew up, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Can you pull the mic closer to you too?
I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Winnipeg Clark Podcast, yeah. Like, I've lived here, like, pretty much, like, my whole life, but, like, within that time, like, I've, like, traveled around quite a bit.
Did you spend, like, most of your life here, though? Like, growing up and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this area you were saying.
Yeah.
So what schools did you go to growing up then? Like, ones in this area?
I went to kindergarten at, like, Lavely, literally down the street, and then from, like, grade 1 up until, like, 8, Victor Major, up the block, and then...
Okay.
Dakota for high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what type of student were you? Like, were you engaged with your academics? Were you athletic? Did you just kind of say,
I was
like,
a-
fuck it, skater
I was
kid, gamer
like-
kid, like?
I was like joking a bunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, at first, like I was like reading a lot of books. That was like junior high and shit.
Okay.
And then, like in high school, when I was like coming into my own and whatnot, like I wasn't too good with the academics. Like I was just more so focused on like just like kicking it with like my friends. And
In high school.
Yeah, in high
Yeah.
school. Just,
But
like,
prior to that, you're more like academic engaged, you would say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and then that fell off towards high school, and
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I wanted to do up until like I picked up a camera.
Okay. I feel like that,
and
like,
carried
you
it
know,
myself.
around high school is kind of the time for people where they just like chill and figure out what they want to do really,
Yeah.
and like feel what their like interests really are and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was in high school that you first picked up a camera.
Yeah.
And was it for like a class or some shit like that?
Nah, really. Like it started with like the iPhone. Like
Okay.
my friends wouldn't let me be in the group pictures, so I'd always be forced to take the pictures. And then it got to the point where I just started to like it, and I just took an shit. I was like, yo, pose here and shit.
Yeah, you were always the dude like taking the pictures for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what, like, from there, where did you really take it? Like, what was your first actual, like, camera, other than shooting from your phone?
Just like I worked at Walmart. That was like my first like actual job.
Okay.
And then like one of my first paychecks, I was like, I'm gonna get a camera.
Yeah, from Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay, and was it
Oh,
like
I didn't get it from Walmart. I got it from DG.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All my gear, all my shit's like secondhand. Like I
Yeah.
find like all my shit like cheap. I just scoured the internet for like rare cameras and shit. Like that was like
Mhm.
my thing as a kid.
Well, yeah, I need to
Even
ask
now,
about the
even now.
VX and stuff like that, because that's what my come up was with, like, skateboarding videos.
Yeah.
Like, that's those are the types of cameras that appeal to me.
Yeah.
So seeing you work with that, I was like, okay, you know, like, so what was it that drew you into that, like, style of shooting and stuff?
Just really like, well, it started with the photos, and then like I've like all my life I've been documenting like my friends come ups and shit. Like I got like a bunch of friends doing this stuff. Like I got my friend Ben Lavish in Toronto, and like my friend Fab based out here, but he's going crazy just out in Vancouver and whatnot. And like
Of course.
it started with like Niazwe too. It's like one of like the OGs out here.
Oh yeah, man, shout out to all those guys.
Yeah, everybody's going crazy, but like I was just recording all of their shit, shooting all of their shit to
Yeah.
start or whatever, and then I was just doing a lot. Like I was doing
Okay.
shit for me too, and
Mm-hmm.
it's all over the place.
Did you ever have, like, a musical interest yourself?
Oh yeah, like my
Yeah?
favorite rapper's Kanye.
Okay.
I like a lot of like other stuff too. Like it stems across all genres. I love everything.
Yeah, I always ask on the show, like, what types of music were your parents listening to around you when you were growing up? Like, what are some of your earliest memories of music?
My mom loved country.
Okay,
She was a
okay.
big
What kind of
country
country?
Like,
That's crucial, you know?
the generic stuff you hear on the radio.
Like the line dancing type basic shit?
Nah, like the like that shit.
Twangy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah. If you're gonna lean back, just pull that a little
Pull
bit.
it a bit up?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay, word.
Mhm.
So, she was on more of like the country type shit.
Pretty
What was it that made you like first discover hip hop? And, like,
I'd
rap
say,
shit?
like my siblings, my older siblings. I'm the youngest
Okay.
sibling in my family.
Yeah.
So like of like three other like I have two sisters and one brother, and they're always playing like just like the Lauryn Hills, the Kanyes, and that stuff. And
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just fell into that, and I was always an internet kid too, so I was just always on social media and just like finding my own shit.
Yeah. So you were big like in just like computer sciences and just being on the computer and stuff early on. Yeah.
I was just hip to all that. Like I was Twitter, freaking
Yeah.
all like the blogs early on. Like there's like stuff I used to follow, like Ill Roots. There's
Mascarilla.
Mascarilla, yeah.
That was my first shit way back.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one.
Now I know you know now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hip. I'm
Yeah,
hip,
of
I'm
course,
hip,
of
I'm
course.
hip.
Were you ever like a gamer and stuff too?
Yeah,
For PCs and shit, yeah.
Top
And
notch.
back in the day too,
Yeah.
that was like the prime era of gaming around that when like, Habbo Hotel, all that shit.
I was on that shit, freaking scamming the frame.
Yes, sir, man. All those PC games, even RuneScape, dude.
I was never into that.
No.
For some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. Whoever likes, I could get into it.
Yeah. It definitely had its like big time,
Mm-hmm.
So when was it that you had the like creative inspiration to start with individual? Because that seems on more of like a media outlet, magazine type side.
Yeah, it was like pretty much like a magazine at first.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I literally woke up like when I was working at Walmart or whatever. I literally woke up for work or whatever. I was in bed and like I don't know what sparked the thought, but I was like I just felt like I had to start something. I had to do something. Like I was just
Like to have somewhere to upload all your stuff and kind of like something like that,
but
or
I just felt like I wanted to start like some sort of production company in some sort of sense, and
yeah,
like I was literally just like me as an individual, and it just came to my
yeah.
head like individual or whatever. So
Okay.
like yeah, like I think I like went to work late that day, or like I didn't show up that day or whatever. But like that was the day like I got shit started with that, and it was small then. It's still small now, but I know it's gonna turn into something. Like I want that shit to be bigger than me.
Yeah. Yeah. What are your like future goals with it?
That like I wanna keep vlogging events. Like I want it to be on the production side too. Like I wanna keep pushing the music videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanna like throw parties. Like I wanna get into like DJing. Like back in the day, R.I.P. Virgil. Virgil used to freaking post like posters to like events and shit. Like he throw his own party and shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go crazy. Like, I want to do a lot.
Yeah, man, I feel that. I'm definitely on that like same wave kind of thing. Like I'm not trying to just do that like typical YouTube shit. Like I just want to like.
I fuck with YouTube. But like.
But I want to bring it
I
beyond
wanna
that.
go
That's why like I did the event. Like that's why I want to branch out.
Yeah.
So I kind of get a sense of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as far as like taking individual into the future, like you kind of just want it to be like more of a major platform where it's there for videos, it's there for events, it's there for photography, kind of like an all one-stop shop. Like
Yeah,
okay.
I want that to be like a landmark in the city in a sense. Like I want to live like digitally on the net, but like I want like people to, like really like feel it in the city. Like I want people to know what's up. Like yeah, like my own name may hold weight around here, but like I want that shit to be way more intense.
Okay.
So that's the next move.
What would you say? I was gonna ask is the direct next move for individual. Like, what's the next thing that you have planned for it, if you can say?
I'm working on a documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, and people can just look and find that on the Instagram for it.
Oh no, I'm gonna do like the screening for that shit. Like I'm.
Okay.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. But
Okay.
that's like the next thing. Of course, like I have like people helping me out with that, like out here, whatever. Like I have like close people I work with too, individual. But like I'm also like running around and doing a bunch of shit out in America too. So like I just want to spread the word as far as I can.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of touch all corners that you can.
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
awesome.
Like all corners of this like pop culture world. Really.
No, that's dope, man. I definitely fuck with the vision. And for those who don't know, I'll have the links below listed for anybody that wants to check it out.
Yeah.
And then yeah, moving forward, I guess like, so, what do you see kind of in the future just for yourself? Like, what's your next move? What are you focusing on right now?
I just want to be able to like, yeah, like I want to like keep pushing individual. I want to keep like shedding light on other people and other artists and whatnot. But like, like with just like me, myself, and like I really just want to be able to just like live off of like my talents. Like that's really I don't know nothing else other than this creative stuff. And, like I feel like I really found like my way.
A way to make it work.
Shit. Not just a way to make it work, but like I found my calling for real. Like I feel like destiny's calling. I don't know. Like.
Well, I mean, you've definitely had some crazy experiences this early on into it. So look at what can happen in the future, you know?
I already know this is gonna. Yeah.
What would be one of the most like memorable things that you've filmed so far to date?
I feel like a whole like lot of like my early on like portraits like running on like I was sneaking in a bunch of shit, but like I feel like the craziest stuff I've shot up until now would probably be like my like most recent stint out in like America, like just like being out in like New York and whatnot. Like,
Yeah, you gotta talk on it for people that don't know. Yeah.
I feel like I just experienced a whole lot out there, and I met a lot of like people that like I've like looked to early on, like just like prior to like me even getting into this photo stuff or whatever, and yeah, no, just to like meet all these people just in person, actually like grow close bonds, like close working relationships.
Yeah, and have these opportunities and stuff like that, and
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, no, it's love, yeah.
no, that's awesome.
I feel like I can shout out like quite a bit of people right now. Like, yo, if you watching this right now, shout out to freaking Swiss God, shout out to Glenn Brown, Ken Rebel, fucking Cash Cobain. That's the New York people out there. But I feel like just like my time out in New York, whatever, like it's like a whole story. But like I feel like it wouldn't have gone the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't feel like I would have like lasted as long as I did had it not been for me just genuinely tapping with like the right folk, and like they really took me in, so like that's why I'm like just taking the time to just pay that homage right now.
Yeah, no, it definitely like all that New York stuff that you've
Shout
been
out
posting
to
over the last little while has been very interesting, and I gotta like ask if you can elaborate just on that whole story, just for the people that don't know, like what brought you there, how did you get there, what did you do when you were there, like all that.
Yeah, well, first like like at the top of the year, like I was staying over here like in my childhood home, and then like I just felt like it was finally time to like just take that step out of here. Like I was seeing like my friends leave town or whatever, like my musician friends like Ben's or I can't say government, I already fucked up, but Lavissery going crazy on Toronto, and my friend Fab took the step to just go crazy on Vancouver and just leave here, and
Definitely.
I was like, okay, like I gotta run this shit up too. Like I'm always big on like creating my own legacy and whatnot. So I was like, I want to leave like where I grew up too. Like I want to go crazy too. So like I left here. I went to Vancouver, and I was like dishwashing over there for like fucking a few months.
Yeah.
11-hour days and shit. It was really cool.
Man, it's all in the experience, and we're young, and now's the time to do it, you know?
Yeah.
For sure. Like, that's 100% the shit that I'm on.
Yeah, and then shout out to my best friend, Tobiah. Like, he went to Chicago. He was living out there. He's living out there right now. I also do this individual shit with him, too.
Yeah. Man, shout out to him. I saw that shit he was doing on his Instagram with those live streams. And
Yeah.
that was super tight.
Yeah.
That was super tight.
Yeah, that's my grandma camera.
Yeah, grab a camera, dude. Shout out to him, for real.
He deserves his flowers, too.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't wait for him to see this. But, yeah, like, I literally, like, we just had plans to, like, just, like, go crazy in the summertime this past summer.
Just go to shows and go to events and, like, do shit like that, film, do some work.
Yeah, but most essentially just turn individual up, just
Okay.
go crazy. So, like, I went to go stay at his place out in Chicago, and then I had just, like, a crazy experience with, like, the landlord or whatever over there, and then I was like, fuck, like, I gotta find, like, somewhere else to go. Like, I couldn't stay where I was over there at his place. I was looking at places out there to stay, and I was looking at shit in Atlanta, LA, and, like, I know people, a few people, like, across from all these places, because I've just networked a bunch of people through, like, photography to start.
Yeah.
And now, like, videography is, like, the main arc right now, but, like, I just went to Miami from Vancouver because I snuck into Rolling Loud from there or whatever, and, like, I just met, like, a bunch of people from New York out in Miami or whatever, and I was like, why not just go to New York?
Yeah, they were trying to get you to come to New York.
Not really in a sense. I was just, like, looking at, like, all my options.
Okay.
Like, I could
deciding, like, if I pull up here, I know these people, kind of thing.
Not really. I was like, in a sense, but I was just like, where do I want to like take this shit, and like I could have stayed comfortable in Chicago with like my good friend, but I was like fuck, like I just took like me having to like leave that apartment as like, okay, I gotta really turn up in America, so like I just fucking shot my shot, and I booked the flight there, and I got scammed for like a full month's rent and fucking a whole bunch of shit.
Man, I gotta ask about that.
It's crazy.
How the hell does that happen?
Like I was literally just like looking at random listings on Facebook and Craigslist.
Yeah.
Like I just got scammed by a random dude.
Like they got you to send them the money, kind of shit, and then
literally yeah.
Oh,
fake lease, and then like I had to like get that money back from my brother. I had to pay him back, and then I had to like find some like quick shit to just move into whatever, because I already had my flight going there.
Yeah.
And then I moved into like some like apartment hostel situation, whatever, and that lasted like literally like a week or two.
Okay.
They like kicked me out for like being too loud or something, but like I was never.
Dude,
it was just like a landing spot. Like
yeah.
I was just running around and just coming home quietly late, to, like sleep and shit.
Yeah.
So then I had to leave there. I literally woke up to them saying I gotta go, and shit or whatever. It was weird, and then I moved to Connecticut, where like one of like my OGs from Winnipeg. His name's Sam Okwadeli. Respect to him. I appreciate him. I stayed at his place for like a week in Connecticut, and then like I just got some money. I bounced back within that same week, and I came back into the city, and I was staying in an Airbnb for like probably like a week also.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Yeah, and I was just like shooting shows in the city again and whatnot, and then like that whole same week, like my card wasn't working. It was fucked up or whatever.
Oh shit.
And it was like one pivotal day where I was like supposed to shoot some shit for like my good friend Swish and my other guy Chippy, and like I just told both of them on like separate calls like why it's taking me so long to link them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like I got off the phone with my guy Chippy, and he was like, "You come stay at my place," and I was like, "Thank you." And then like for some reason he was busy or whatever, but it was taking him forever to like respond to me. And then like I had to do something or whatever, and I on a separate call with Swish, I told him like, "Yo, like this is why like I can't like wake up or whatever. Like this is why shit's being delayed."
Yeah.
And then I literally got off the phone with him. He called me back and he was like, "Yo, like Glenn said you can come stay at my spot," and like that's Glenn Brown. He held it down for me over there.
Okay.
That's family now. Like ever since like linking up with like him and like his circle and whatnot, like they just took me and his family and whatnot, and like I go hard for them. I love them. Like I'm forever do me, but like whatever they need, I got them over there. I really fuck with them over there.
That's dope. That's dope.
Like, my life's kind of sort of for real changed since like I came around them.
Yeah.
So like I love them. I love them.
What like key experiences would you say you've taken from them and stuff? What like key like highlight experiences would you say you've had with these people?
I just been in the mix, just shooting shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my whole life I've been shooting shit, but I haven't been seeing or shooting the shit that I've been shooting since I like came out to New York, and like I saw those guys. Also, shout out to ASAP Ills too. That's OG. He holds it down like crazy too. Shout out to him.
Hell
Big
yeah.
love to him, for real.
Man, I gotta ask how you got tapped in with like all these ASAP dudes.
Like I've only been to, in my time of being out to New York, like I've only been to New York 3 times. Like,
Yeah.
Once, like years back for like 3 days. That's nothing. And then like my second time out there, I went out there for like 2 weeks. I booked off work for like 2 weeks. And I like went out there on like some vacation shit with like my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And I literally just shot a random message out to him, and like just asked him just to shoot. I was doing photography at the time, and like he just responded to it, and like we linked up and showed me love, and that's a good man right there. That's a good man right there.
Yeah, that's dope. And I definitely noticed you were really putting on like the Last Year Being Broke brand and everything like that.
I've been supporting that shit like my whole life.
Hell
my
yeah.
whole life.
Yeah.
Well, not my whole life, but like since like
Since day one, since jump.
Since like I saw like the hoodie marketed on
Yeah.
social media, like, cause like I feel like I've kind of in a sense been broke my whole life, but it's like deeper than currency to me. Like it's deeper than that. Like it's like
yeah. There's a whole lot more to being rich than just having money, man.
Yeah,
For real,
it's
for real,
much
100%.
deeper than currency, but like trying my first year being rich for real, like that's the goal. That's the goal. I'm not motivated by money, but like it changed quite a bit. Like, I don't know. I just been down for quite a bit, and I feel like things are turning around, and I can't wait to kind of enjoy the fruits of like my labor. Like I've been going hard for some years, for real.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
What do you see kind of being just with the future and yourself, like the near future? Like what's really the next direct step for you?
Freaking, I'm about to go back to New York this
Okay.
Friday. I'm about to go shoot a video for my guy Kyle Rhodes. And then I'm about to go to LA too. I'm about to go. Basically, I met this crazy guy out there. Shout out to Josh too. Shout out to Josh Forehead. Yeah. We're about to turn up and go crazy too. I be like he's like a crazy producer slash like artist, rapper, all that. And,
Okay.
like he really fucks with like my vision and whatnot. And
Yeah.
like, he's a monster in his own right. Like I want to freaking help. Like basically like add my sauce, help him like rebrand in a sense and go crazy too. I forgot to mention Ken Rebel too. That man took me into, bro. Like I've never celebrated like an American holiday, none of that stuff. But like all like the people I've shouted out, like those people really like took me and like held me.
They showed you like this sense of American family, your extended family, you know, like people that you feel like you can reach out to when you need to.
Real.
No, that's
Ken,
awesome.
Glenn, Swish, Forehead, like.
And having that is a blessing, for real.
On my last dollars, for real, like.
Man.
Guys held it down.
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick intermission here.
Yeah.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
I think I'm good on that shit for a bit. Yeah.
All right, David.
All right, what's up?
Okay. I don't know why I got so much energy there.
Shit.
So as far as music-wise, I want to know who were your like musical inspirations.
Shout out to Six Dogs. I could go on for days about him. Shout out to fucking Swish.
And
Shout out
Six
to
Dogs.
my friend Yazway out here.
Hell yeah.
Bad, Lavish, fucking all my peers, all my friends, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All my friends, for real.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like that you use the word peers because anytime anybody asks me about why I started this shit, it's because I wanted to document my peers.
Yeah, and that's literally what it was. Like, I literally have hard drives dedicated to, like, my friends' comps. Like, I have archived interviews and shit.
Yeah.
Shit I haven't put out.
Okay.
Shit that probably won't see the light of the day until we just keep speaking this shit into existence, because it's gotten to that point where it's, like, shit just keeps aligning.
Yeah.
So it's like we just keep like my friend Pascal Beats, for example. Like I remember interviewing him before I left like Winnipeg and moving out of here. Like we just been speaking this shit to existence for a minute. So it's gonna be cool to like look back on like so.
No, definitely, and I'm definitely glad to have you here documenting it all. You know, like the city definitely needs more people to document the shows, to do the vlogs, to be there during the studio sessions, you know, like that's the kind of thing that like.
Tell these kids go crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's.
Go crazy, get on.
Yeah, and that's man. Look at these other artists that are providing all this extra content for their fans too.
Yeah.
Man, people love it.
Yeah.
So it's. I don't know, it's definitely the backbone, I figure, to the music industry. It's just showing behind the curtain. Everybody feels like they're getting a little bit more exclusive or intimate with the music when they see a little bit more what goes into it. And there needs to be people there to give us that, you know?
Bro, I was literally surprised, like, when I first moved out to New York, like, everything's been, like, just genuine, like just like me going through the motions. Whatever happens, happens. I don't
Yeah.
ask for no favors. I be around people, shit like comes my way, yeah, but like I'm appreciative of everything that gets tossed my way. But like I was really surprised that like I didn't see nobody else really running around like document all this shit that like I couldn't like I just had to watch from afar. But like I was surprised that there was nobody else like me, just really
Just somebody with a camera.
just trying to document this shit,
Yeah.
just on some day to day shit. I don't know.
Man, and that's the shit that I'm on. That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be somebody like that.
Yeah, and I guess that's just me right now.
Man, you fit those shoes.
Yeah. Size 11.
In terms of shooting video, do you prefer doing more of like a cinematic, like music video type stuff, or do you prefer doing like the raw vlogs and like all that kind of stuff?
Repeat that, sorry?
In terms of shooting, do you prefer doing more of like a cinematic, artistic music video, or like a raw, uncut
Like a mix of
vlog
both.
kind
A
of?
mix of both. for
Okay.
sure. Yeah. A mix of both for sure.
And what would you define as a mix of both? Like something where it's like a music video that is cinematic, but then has like those VX shots and stuff like that. Is that what you mean,
Well,
or?
like, I feel like my shit's just literally like, in a sense, just a mix of both. Like,
Yeah.
it's just raw, it's genuine, and like I try to shoot just like I try to shoot this shit like a TV show for
Mhm.
real. Like,
And it's still artsy and cinematic.
yeah,
too.
like that's just me. That's my
Yeah.
sauce.
No, that's
Yeah.
dope, for real.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite camera to shoot on?
That one right there that I have my
Really
best
step
friend
into
MAHILET recording with. That one right there. Like I've ran through like a bunch of like the rare finds like the VXs and whatnot, but like when I found like that guy,
Yeah.
like my Panasonic needs to cut me a check, no cap. But when I got like that shit, like I don't know, that's my baby right there.
Yeah.
I like that camera. That's my favorite camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of lenses.
In terms of lens, no, it's just built in.
Yeah.
Likes it. Yeah.
Okay.
Low key, I don't. You keep this shit in the interview or not? Fuck it. I'm in my bag right now. I'm
Hell
I'm talking
yeah,
genuine
bro.
with me.
Keep
I'm
that
just,
shit going, yes sir.
Fuck
This is
it.
what the people want.
Fuck
Yo,
it.
if you want David to take another shot,
Pause
watch
for a
for
second.
one more second.
Yo, pause for a second. Pause for a second. Mahalet, how am I doing?
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
You're doing fine.
And
Pour it in.
like I said, after the intermission is usually when like the juice starts going, you know?
Yeah,
Like
nah, fuck it. Like
Yeah.
I'm
That's good, that's good.
I'm going. I'm saving that shit for later.
Okay.
We're good.
What was I gonna ask? What was my next question?
What's up?
Fuck. I forget what I was gonna ask. But I could ask in terms of like local dudes, whose music are you fucking with the most? Well, not the most, but like whose music are you fucking with? Okay, let me just rephrase it, just for
Yeah.
editing purposes.
Yeah.
Out of all the local dudes right now, like who are you really fucking with and listening to?
My friends.
Yeah.
My friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any like notable songs that you would suggest anybody watching or anything like
Bank
that?
Bros and Back Rubs just dropped Made for More 2. Why some fab? That nigga needs to let me work that music video.
And if
For real.
you guys haven't seen the BTS from Rags to Riches, it's on my YouTube right now. Link. Actually, don't click the link. Click the fucking name after you click the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, no, literally just my friends. Like
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with my man Miazwe, Fab, Lavish, freaking Floor Cry, fucking. I'm trying to think of some names off top. Like those are heavy in rotation. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Ever since I moved to like America for like my little stint out there, like I just been exposed to so much out there. So like, now I kind of base it off of like wherever I am
Yeah.
at like the moment, like that kind of like bases like what I'm like listening to. And like out in New York, like I was listening to like a lot of Chow Lee, Lonnie Love, Swish, Ken Rebel, Josh Forehead, Cash Cobain. That man's
Cash Cobain's
like,
crazy.
That man's like the fucking.
When I saw you were working with him, I was like, what
that
the fuck?
man's Hood Beethoven.
Yeah.
Hood Beethoven. No cap.
Hey.
No cap. No
Fuck
cap.
yeah.
Glenn's got a roster. Swish, bro. Like it's really like history happened over there.
Mhm.
Like it's history happened over here, but like
It's
always,
different. It's
not that, but like I feel like I could be comfortable back home, like literally just strictly shooting my friends shit, but I don't want to be dependent on my friends, and like I know that door is always gonna be there. Like I'm always gonna be able to not fall back and shoot that shit, cause not anybody can just shoot this shit. Like you gotta be the gang and you gotta be fire. But I want to create my own legacy, so it's like
for real.
I really feel like ever since like I moved out of like my childhood home and like I went to Vancouver, not just Vancouver, but like when I went out to Miami for that trip, like
Yeah.
it was in like the heat of COVID, like shit was going on in America, but nothing was going on out here, and like just like getting that like taste of like just like shooting this shit for a minute, like it's been like maybe like months since I shot some shit, so like I was like fuck, I gotta get back out to
Yeah.
America, and I went back out and you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, digging in more on Miami, like the people want to know, like how the fuck did you pull off the Rolling Loud sneak in? The people want to know. This is gonna be a hot topic. This is gonna be in the fucking title probably.
Nah,
David Akello sneaking into Rolling Loud, shooting blah blah blah, 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 blah. Like this is gonna be in the goddamn title.
Well,
People want to know.
I first I knew that shit was going on out there or whatever, but like
Yeah.
I didn't want to just go out there for that.
Yeah.
Like that it didn't feel like enticing enough. Like I need
I've done the
more-
festival thing. Yeah, you need a little more. Like
I needed another reason to go out there, and then when I saw ASAP Ill's poster, he was doing like a fucking album pretty much released for like his project. Words Can't Explain. Shout out to like all the people on that project and shit. Like they showed me love and shit. But like when I saw that go up, I was like,
okay,
I booked the flight the same day he posted that poster.
okay,
And,
okay.
like I was like, I told him I'm pulling up. He said pull up, and it's history from there. I went there. ASAP 12 he was hosting the pop up, and like to meet him for the first time was really cool.
Yeah, seeing that footage, I was like, wow, this must have been like a really cool interaction.
Yeah, like I fuck with people who got movements that like I could resonate with, and like yeah, I already talked my shit on like the LYBV shit, and YG Addy ASAP Amp was out there too. They're doing like a joint pop up, so I vlogged that shit, and then I shot ASAP Ill's party, and that shit was crazy too. And then back to the Rolling Loud shit, like I literally took like an Uber to like the stadium. I didn't know.
It was at Hard Rock again, right?
Huh?
It was at Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah.
I have a shirt from the year before.
That's fine. Yeah, but like, I literally did not know how I was gonna get in, but I knew I was gonna get in.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's
how,
the mindset you gotta go with.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something like that.
Yeah. So I literally took an Uber. It was like $40. I guess that's how much I paid for the 3-day pass that I finessed. But I pulled up over there, and like I was looking at ways to sneak in. It was like way too guarded up. And then I saw
like you were kind of scoping the area.
Yeah, there was just too much security or whatever. And I was talking to the Uber driver on my way there too. I was like, yo, like she was asking questions. I'm like, where am I going? And I was like, there was a lot of traffic, so like we just.
Well,
had
she
a lot
probably
of room to
knew
talk.
like what was going on at the stadium. And
Yeah, we was just talking, and then fucking like I told her like I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna get in. And then I pulled up. It was like.
Okay, wait.
Everything was guarded off.
Did the Uber driver have faith in you, or did she
got-
say
no,
like,
she
nah?
was- No, she was supportive.
Yeah?
She was
Nice,
cool.
dope,
She was
that's
cool.
dope,
For real,
that's dope.
I'm actually for real.
That's what would have set my like tempo for the night.
Yeah.
If the Uber driver's like, no, there's no way.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't even let that shit.
You would've
dictate.
just blocked
Nigga,
it.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
crazy regardless.
You'd have been like, bitch.
Nah, I don't keep respectful.
No, of
Keep
course,
respectful.
of course.
But nah, I literally pulled up there and shit was just secured off or whatever. So like I saw a bunch of scalpers selling tickets, and
Classic.
like I'm like a good genuine dude, but like I was in America for like the first time in a long time, and I was just like fuck it, like my finesse spark in my head just popped up, and I was like, hey, like I just asked them like, yo, like y'all sell these tickets for how much, and they're reselling them for like double price and shit, like
Of course, yeah.
500-600.
And as you leave, they ask you for wristbands and shit.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
I just asked like, yo, like I just like acted as if I was interested in shit, and like I was like, yo, like let's walk to the ATM, like I'm a cop one, and then there was like nothing for like miles.
Yeah.
Like we walked to some workers, and they're like, there's some shit in like inside the stadium, and I just gave them like my Canadian ID, and like I knew I had my passport, so like I could get home still, and I just gave them the shit and
Just kept walking.
like. Oh no! I told them I'm gonna give them my ID and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna like pay them for the shit.
Yeah.
And I just never came back outside.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's definitely the ultimate like finesse for a security guard too. You know, like.
Yeah. So I just put the wristband on. I went inside and like I forgot my tapes back at the hotel that I was staying at. So I had to leave the festival. I had to take the Uber back to the hotel.
Oh
I had
shit.
to come all the way back.
So did you end up paying the guy for the wristband?
No.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I had the wristband the whole
But he
time.
already gave it to you.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because I stayed in, so he didn't find me. But like,
Yeah.
later in the night.
So
Though,
did you guys walk up to the security together?
No.
Oh, he was like,
I'm,
"Come back."
I'm about to get into this
Okay,
shit.
okay.
I'm about to get into this shit. So later in the night, like my whole time, like I was just shooting shit. I was documenting
Yeah.
shit, and I was trying to get backstage the whole time. And then it was at one point where like I was just literally talking to a guard, and I felt like a pull on my shirt, my sweater. I was wearing a sweater. My last year being broke hoodie, and then it was the niggas.
The scalper came back.
Yeah, it
God
was
damn.
like this old Mexican man and like his son.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Yeah. Like they just pulled me by the hoodie, and I was like, my bad. I just came up with some shit, and then
I'm drunk. Like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was that.
Yeah.
No cap. But like I was like, okay, like let's walk to the ATM for real now. Like I'm gonna pay for this shit. And then like we were walking by like some worker on like a cart, and then I was like, yo, like, these guys are trying to do something to me. And then the guys were like, yo, what the fuck? And then I was like I just booked it. I just booked it from there on. I just booked it. And it was like nighttime, so like I was like jumping over like people like sitting in the grass.
In the
shit.
festival grounds, yeah.
Yeah, and then like I ran to like some like security. I lost them. I ran to some security, and I like told them I was panting. I was like, yo, like this is what happened, whatever. Like I just told them straight up. Like I finessed.
You told them what happened?
I just told them straight up
Yeah.
what happened. Like I finessed people, and they just laughed. And then like that was like a funny moment for like a second. But I was like, okay, like I gotta figure some shit out. Like I can't be in this regular air no more. I gotta get backstage for real now. And then like I literally like went to a separate stage. I remember it was I heard some Lil Durk. I think it was Lil Durk performing or something. It was somebody. It was Chief Keef or somebody. And then I saw these group of kids. They just stood out to me. I followed them on Instagram and whatnot too. They just looked like they were just down to like finesse some shit too. So like I just walked up to them. I was like, yo, like y'all trying to sneak backstage, and then like they're down with it. So we walked by some washroom stalls, and literally within like 5 minutes, like shit felt like Call of Duty. I was just orchestrating this shit. Like we went backstage.
It was all coordinated. Like,
I was like,
yeah.
I literally got this shit on camera. I'm probably put this shit in the documentary, but like it was like, I was like, yo, like y'all be in line, like y'all. We need to be in tune, like I was leading the squadron, no cap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I split up with them because like I knew that I couldn't be in a big group, and I was like, yo, y'all, mission accomplished, nigga, we here. Y'all go do y'all thing. I'm gonna do my thing, and
yeah, it would look way more heat if you guys all stayed as a crew walking around. Like.
Yeah, a bunch of random kids. Yeah, so like. I was backstage. I remember I walked up on my friend Sayla, but he's based out in Atlanta. He has like a platform called like It's Just Us. It's IJU. And like I saw him randomly. He shoots a lot of stuff for like Lil Baby and Gunna.
Okay.
And, like I chopped it up with him, and like that was my first time seeing him in person. Like I've networked a lot of like stuff over the net, but like just like
it's completely
like,
different when you actually meet the person.
Yeah, so like I saw a dude in person. Dude was mad genuine. He always shows love too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I literally just talked to him for like a brief second, but I remember that exact conversation. I was like, yo, like I see you going crazy, like turn it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, it like really just takes that like one thing, but like, yeah,
No, that's dope.
and it's just going for him. Congrats to him and his team and whatnot. I'm trying to turn up too. And then I remember seeing DJ Scheme backstage too. I saw him and like, with me, like I'm the type of person that doesn't like leaving things like unsaid.
Yeah.
Like, if I got genuine love for like somebody like I fuck with, like I'm gonna tell that person what's up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like for him, for example, like I just walked up to him like I was like, yo, like nigga, like you done all this shit with like X coming up in Miami, like see your city, like yo, like
Man,
it's fire. And then like
that's dope.
some other shit too, but like moments led to moments, and like he had like a one of those like tour the fucking festival carts or whatever. Like,
Okay.
he just let me ride on the shit to like sneak by like another batch of security, because like Travis Scott was like the last person performing in Miami.
Yeah.
And like he just let me ride on his cart or whatever and sneak by some people. Or
Damn.
whatever, and like, yeah, that was fire too. But like back to the shit about like not leaving shit unsaid. Back in New York, fuck, like when I met like Swiss for the first time at this SOB show with Cash Cobain and shit, like it was like the same type of shit. Like I don't like leaving shit unsaid. Like if I have love for you, if I fuck with you, I'm gonna say something. And at the end of the show, like I walked to Swish and like I told him like, yo, like I've been fucking with you for a minute, and that's kind of how like that relationship started. And yeah, so much shit. But I really fuck with anybody doing their thing, regardless of how you gotta get it, like respectfully the right way. But like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, I don't know. I just,
If you could give any like guidance for people that are trying to like find their way and stuff like that, do you have any like words of wisdom that you want to drop on anyone?
stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Stick to the plan. Not even the plan, but just stick to the vision. Stick to the vision. Don't
Yeah.
stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. No matter how hard shit gets. Like I've literally been to like my last dollars. I'm like a bit drunk right now, and I feel like I could cry because this topic's just like really heavy. But like you really gotta like stick to that shit.
Yeah.
You can't stop.
No, for real.
You can't stop.
Yeah.
Like whether your shit's in negatives and you're going homeless for this shit. If you feel like you got it and like this is what you want to do, don't stop. Don't
Yeah.
stop, because I'm not stopping, and it's weirdly paying off right now. And I don't have the most right now, but
Still, man, it's definitely showing.
I just hustle from the heart, and I move off of feeling, and like that's how I base my shit. Like if I were in school, like it's like year by year term basis. Like you know when your grind's gonna come to an end. You know when you're gonna get what you want. But like
Yeah.
with like all this creative shit, it's like you just gotta move off of like faith and feeling, and I feel like I'm close. But like I know that it's not gonna get easier. I know that it only gets harder, but like I feel like I'm ready. I'm not perfect. I have my vices, of course, but like I'm gonna adjust. But this is what I want, so I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is David's end goal? What do you want to be at the end? At the end of this whole journey, when you're finally done.
The same
What-
me. The same me. I'm not changing for shit.
And
I'm
when
gonna
you
be the
realize
same
you've
me.
done all this stuff, and you say I'm the same me, that's when you can hang your hat up and you're
Well,
done.
like of course. Like,
What is it that's gonna
like,
what's gonna make you hang your hat up? I want to know that. I want to know what's gonna make David say,
I'm
I'm happy.
All that,
I'm happy. I'm done.
No, I want to literally do all that. Like I said, I wanted
Yeah.
to do. Of course, I'm on the way, but like I'm not done. So like I just want to keep going. I want to keep going.
Hell yeah, love that, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
And once again, I gotta thank you for coming by. And for those who don't know, man, like just once again, let the people know who the fuck you are.
David Akello!
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
to wake your
No,
lady
man,
up.
that's all good. No, it's all good. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Nah, but I'm David Akello, and honestly, I came in this. I started this interview like a bit. I was in my element. I was a bit quiet, but like nah, like fuck it, like nigga, I'm David Akello.
Yes, sir. And you're doing that work.
I'm David Akello, no cap. But
Yes, sir.
nah, respectfully, I'm me. I don't plan on changing ever, not anytime soon, not ever.
Yeah.
My line's always open to the people I love, and like, bro, like, I wouldn't be. I'm not nowhere yet, but I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be, heck, probably alive today if it hadn't have been for like, just all of my people coming through for me the way that they do. Like, this shit's about to end, but based off of, like what you're saying, but like. I could go on. Like I've spent like 6 months in Atlanta for fucking.
No, it's not exactly
who knows how
ended.
long, and like it's been times where like I've had to call my friends to like say I gotta go home. Shout out to Hanny. You know this whole story. That man put together a whole group chat with my best friends and booked me a whole flight home. Frick MAHILET, she picked me up from the airport. All that shit. Like that's my best friend.
Hey, hell
Kasi. To all these niggas, like I love my brothers. I love my brothers. I love anybody who comes through for me. I give what's given, but in a sense, no. Like I kind of give. Like I give before I get. I give before I get.
Mm-hmm.
I got love. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. And I've been dubbed. But it's I kind of say it's respectful. My time to kind of get what I deserve, and the work's not done. And
Yes, sir.
I got history to make.
Man, what would you say was one of your favorite like experiences that you've taken away from all of this like traveling and stuff? Like, or I guess I gotta rephrase this. What would you say was like some of the biggest pieces of knowledge you've taken away?
Living with Glenn Brown.
Yeah, what did he teach you when you were living with him? What did you learn that you can take away
How to hold
from that?
my own, how to stay strong, how to not let nobody take advantage of me. I've always believed in myself, but that nigga always had like just I'm a pop culture kid. Like I know the history. Like that nigga been had the vision, but like even with like me like one on one, like that nigga like in a sense believed in me more than I believed in myself. That nigga looked out for me, let me live on his couch for like 2-3 months. Like
Yeah.
like whenever that man had a girl coming over, like I went to go sleep at Ken's, and it was like back and forth and shit, and yeah, no, like I got like immense love for those niggas, and like Josh too. Like I didn't say earlier, but like yo, like I literally had like nothing. We went to 7-Eleven. It was days like this nigga would let me like just toss shit onto like the fucking counter and shit.
Yeah.
Eat. That nigga only eat like once a day. He got a different type of diet, but like that nigga would like let me eat. He let me eat. We're the same home country, Uganda. If I was some random whoever from wherever else, like it wouldn't have been the same love. I know that for a fact, but
Yeah.
like it's in the blood, and like you resonate with your people, and that man came through for me. Shout out Ken. I met his whole family. Like I love all my brothers I met out there for real. It was one studio night or whatever, like I didn't have kind of shit at the moment or whatever, but like him and Polka literally nigga took me out, like I was shooting like a whole session or whatever, they took me out for like breakfast the next morning or whatever, like we stayed out till the sun came up. Like I got love in my heart, and that shit's immense, and like I'ma never let like all the griminess I experienced like taint me. I'ma never let that shit taint me.
Yeah.
Like I'ma keep like getting hardened and adjusted to shit, but like I'ma never let this shit change me, man. Like, nah.
Out of all this experience shit, what would you say was some of the like toughest goes you had on the road, or like toughest experiences you had while on the road, and shit that you had to deal with, and like experiences you went through?
Really just adjusting to New York. It's different out there.
Yeah.
Different out there. But like I had good people around me the whole time. Like I had my people back home. I had like people out
Pull
there.
that mic in just a bit.
Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like,
all good.
I had like just people all around looking out, but like this time around in America, like as opposed to like my last time like living in Atlanta for 6 months, like I was trying to be as independent as possible. So like I wasn't trying to like ask for whatever, like nah, like I was, fuck, if I had to go through it, I was gonna go through it, but like I was gonna make it through. I knew that, like, at the end of the day, shit's always gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
For
yeah.
real.
And is there anybody that you just want to give like a final like shout outs to and just kind of like show love,
My
pay homage to?
mom, my mom, my mom, my mom, my mom.
Of course.
Shout out to my brother too. He be coming through. He be coming through. But like, shout out my mom. Shout out my sister too. Shout out Susan. Shout out Hope for putting me on to like a lot of shit growing up as a kid. But like, shout out my mom. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my mom. Like, none of my family gets this shit. I don't know if, like, I know that they will eventually when I get this shit, but like, they do not get this shit right now, and I don't think they'll get this shit until they see like dollars and like huge amounts. But like I see the shit, and that's all that matters to me. But like, it really make me the happy. I'm happy right now, but like it make me the happiest if like they got this shit. So that's why I go so hard. Like I'm trying to beat like the life clock. I'm trying to do this shit before like eventual life happens. Like I'm the youngest in my family, I said. So it's like I always tell my mom. I literally told my mom today, like, stay healthy, cause like I'm trying to show you that this shit's gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you.
Man, people definitely are trusting the process. Everybody's got mad love, mad respect for David.
And I got it back tenfold.
Man, and for those who don't know, let them know where to find you. Where can they find all your work? Where can they see all your stuff?
DAVID
Instagram, that's on Instagram. I'll drop some links below.
Yeah. But that's me though.
That's you. Any final words, any send-offs, anything else you have left to say for the WPG Clerk podcast? Okay, wait, one sec. I gotta make sure. I just gotta make sure it's fucking...
Yeah. What was that, sorry?
Do you have any final send-offs, any final words, anything you gotta say to the people out there of Winnipeg, the WPG Clerk podcast, anybody listening? Oh, here we go. Take that.
Follow your dreams. Pretty much all I said before. Like, don't stop. Do not stop. Like, if you believe in yourself, don't stop. You gotta believe in yourself regardless. But, bro.
Yes, sir. 100%.
You can't stop, bro. You can't stop, bro. You can't stop. Like, bro, I was flunking high school until I figured this shit out.
And look at you now, man.
Stay in school too, but yeah. I ain't shit, but.
Of course. Before you go, too, traditionally with rappers, we end the show. I get them to do a freestyle.
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, exactly. That's not your shit, but we're going to have you sign the board. That'll be your ending sign off. We got a silver and a gold up on the corner.
I'm going gold because my heart's golden. No
yes,
cap.
Sir.
No cap.
I should have started this
I'm gonna put
at the
myself
beginning.
at the epicenter too because that's where my heart is. No
Do it. People gotta see it.
I love my gang. No cap. Yeah.
All right.
My gang. Shout out my people. Shout out my city. Thanks for supporting me. All that. Thank you for bringing me on.
Of course.
This, like, shout out to, like, anybody else who's ever given me a look, but, like, I could honestly say, like, this shit's not even out, but, like, this is probably, like, my favorite interview to date. No cap.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
That shit makes me feel good, man.
Thank you. Like, we've been talking for a bit. Like, you've been trying to, like, reach out or whatever, and I like I said before out there, it's like, I don't want to jump on, like, anything that comes my way, but, like it's gotta be shot right. Like, it's gotta be just, like, the perfect point in life or whatever. Like, I can't force something. If it's, like, like, it could be any opportunity, whatever, but, like, I'm not just gonna just hop on that shit. Like, it has to be, like, at a pivotal point in time, and I feel like there's a big shift happening here in the city, but also within, like, myself.
Yeah.
With all that I'm going through, and it was perfect timing. Like, I'm back in the city for a few days, and it felt right.
No, the stars aligned. Timing's everything.
Yeah, Destiny's calling in December, no cap.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's been another great episode. thanks again for coming down. It was great finally meeting you after so long.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the fucking subscribe button.
Yeah,
Oh.
subscribe to this man, bro. Subscribe to this man.
Man,
He got the whole setup in his apartment. Sorry for giving the
no, that's
location.
what
This
I'm here
man went crazy.
for. Man, I'm really trying out here. I'm trying to give the streets a platform.
A cat.
So
Yeah.
before you guys go, hit
Big
that
heart.
subscribe button, hit the like button if you want to. Leave a comment. If you got any more further questions for David, make sure to drop them in the comments. If you want to find his stuff, I'm going to have it in the description below. You guys are beautiful. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you both for coming down.
Yeah.
Another great episode, WPG Clark Podcast. Peace out.
No Kizzy. Yeah.